Greetings, everyone. Well, it's that time yet again. Yes, the packages continue unabated. It amazes me, even when I'm not making videos on a regular basis, you guys keep sending me stuff. I guess because you know I'm not really gone, only resting. Well, this time around we got a surprise package from longtime viewer and awesome guy, good friend of mine, RazmansReality. Yeah, check out his YouTube page. You probably remember him from back in the 5 Awesome Studs days and numerous videos and just stuff. He does a ton of stuff. He does like radio shows and podcasts and all kinds of awesome things. So check out his channel if you want to get sort of... And he participates in a lot of geeky.com stuff as well. He contributes to the site pretty regularly. He's one of the more regular contributioners. Anyway, Raz sent me a package, something that he said he knew I wanted and wanted to surprise me and sort of help the old collection out a bit, especially during my downtime when I was between jobs. Yeah, so let's check out what we got today on the Multimedia Chronicles from RazmansReality. Today on the Multimedia Chronicles. Welcome back. Okay, so just a pretty simple envelope here. We'll just see if we can just... Yep. Pretty simple. Pretty simple envelope here. Envelope cutter activated. There. Done. So I gather you got this from eBay. You got it, I think, from eBay. Because it looks like it came directly from a seller that... this whatever seller he bought it from. Anyway, let's check it out. It has like a Blu-ray, and I had a feeling this is what he was sending, because you may have noticed that I kind of had that on the brain when I put this shirt on for this particular package opening. We have the first ever classic Doctor Who story. Well, actually the only one, technically, that can actually be put on Blu-ray in high definition. Spearhead from Space. Yeah. Oh, this is fantastic. Now, of course, you'll know from the disambiguations that, here we go, that I actually do have the 2-disc special edition DVD. So why would I want the Blu-ray? Well, I mean, obviously for the picture quality upgrade, because they do have all the original film prints for this. I'm able to do it all in glorious high definition. But the other reason is the extras. The extras on this are only on this. And the extras on this are only on this. So if you want all the extras, you need both. So there's stuff on both of these that is not on the other one. So, yeah, let's crack it open here, take a little look. Raz also did a video letter, which kind of ties in. Generally, whenever we send each other stuff, we'll do a video for the other person, just to sort of, you know, make it a little more personable. As Raz and I like to put it, it's YouTube, it's video, it's, you know, so why not do it all in video form? So while I'm opening this up, why don't you take a look at Raz's video letter here, and then I'll come back and give you some of my thoughts after.
What's up, Rack and the Multimedia Chronicles audience? It is, of course, I, the Razman, aka RazmansReality, and I am here because this is my video letter to Sean for the item that you just saw. Sean, I know you've been going through a lot lately, and I know things pretty much just suck for you right now, but I know you're going to rise above it. And I also know that because I am who I am, and I base largely who I am today on you and your encouragement, I knew that there was something that you really, really wanted and something that I know you wouldn't sell no matter what it was that you were going through. And because I didn't have money during the sale of your collection to help you out with that, I just thought, why don't I get you this for a couple of reasons. Number one, because I know how much you wanted it. And number two, because I would not even be a fan of this show had it not been for your encouragement of me to get into it. So much like the last gift you gave me, the Canadian Future Shop exclusive of Green Lantern Emerald Knights, and the main reason you gave me that, other than the fact that you knew how much I would love it, is because I got you into Green Lantern and you became a Green Lantern fan because of me. I returned the favor by picking you up the only classic Doctor Who story that can be placed on Blu-ray, because it was the only one shot entirely on film. And of course I'm talking about the debut of Doctor Number 3, John Pertwee, in Doctor Who Spearhead from Space. This was the first ever classic Who story that I saw, because you told me that this was a great jumping on point, and I don't think it's a coincidence at all that the villains in Spirit from Space were chosen to also be the villains in the first episode of New Who with Christopher Eccleston, Doctor Number 9. There's a lot of parallels there, and it makes a lot of sense because the Utans are very, very freaky and scary. And yeah, I love Spirit from Space. I think the transfers on this is fantastic. I know you're gonna love it, and this is my thank you to you for making me an obsessive Whovian. And for those of you who don't believe I'm an obsessive Whovian, I went through all 7 series of New Who in 2 months. I started it in early June, just before a surgery that I had, and I was finished with it by mid-August. So that tells you how dedicated I became to the world of Doctor Who. So thank you, Sean. Thank you for your great friendship. Thank you for being the big brother and the inspiration that I always wanted and never had. And even though I know we're talking about Doctor Number 3 here and not Doctor Number 11, I have to say it because it's the perfect way to end this. So real quick before I end it, I forgot to mention that for those of you that aren't subscribed to me, if you heard a humming sound throughout this video, if it sounded like there was humming in the background, it's because I have a mini fridge in my bedroom. It's something that I need because of my situation and I can't shut it off. I do keep my Blue Yeti on cardioid mode, which keeps it in the background as much as possible, but I apologize if you did hear it because it's literally touch and go. Sometimes when I record it shows up, sometimes when I record it doesn't show up. So as I was saying, there's only one appropriate way to end this, and that is Wibby Wobbly, timey-wimey, my friend. You are awesome, and enjoy.
So there you go, from the man himself. Thank you very, very much, Raz. You know how much I appreciate this. And looking at the label here, it looks like you got quite a good deal on it too. It's only marked as like $20.77. This retails for about $30-40 here, so you definitely got a good deal, and I really, really appreciate it a lot. Needless to say, I've been wanting to get this ever since I first heard about it, so definitely excited about that. So if we look inside there, pretty much the same kind of picture design as the DVDs. Pretty simple. The only difference is you got Liz on there. So if we look at the DVD, it's actually almost exactly the same. And that's the same design for all the Third Doctor stories. Like each Doctor is basically just shown on the disc, and that's basically it. You just have a picture of the Doctor, and then the only other difference is the sort of color scheme of it. But yeah, so there we go. Now I was going to say something kind of interesting. I see the sticker on the Saran wrap says the first classic Doctor Who ever on Blu-ray. But as I mentioned before, this is in fact the only classic Doctor Who that can be put on Blu-ray, because it's actually the only Doctor Who story from the classic era that was filmed in high definition. Now, I guess you could put the others on as upconverts or what have you, and maybe if it's one of those cases where they have the original film footage for the location scenes, they could put that in high def. But the vast majority of Doctor Who was filmed on standard definition videotape, and only the outside the studio stuff with all the location stuff was shot on film. So, you know, the only way they could do it even partially in high definition is if they actually had the original location footage, which of course, you know, in a lot of cases they're lucky just to have the episodes, because, you know, there's a lot of Doctor Who episodes missing. So to have something as rare as the original location footage is, well, pretty rare. But yeah, this is fantastic. I'm definitely going to enjoy watching this as part of my you know, epic Doctor Who viewings I've been doing this year. So here, in terms of extras, we have a dandy and a clown, exclusive profile of John Pertwee, and actors Katie Manning, Judy Cornwell, David Jacobs, Jeffrey Bailden, Kenneth Earl, Doctor Who writer and script editor Terrence Dix, and longtime friend Stuart Money. And that's a 42-minute feature. That's pretty cool. Carry On, The Life of Caroline John, tribute to the actress who played Liz Shaw, the Third Doctor's assistant in his first season. That's 29 minutes. Title sequence material. Wow, 22 minutes featurette about the title sequence, and like, I guess clips of early tests and such. Excuse me, for the title sequence and whatnot. That's pretty cool. And then finally, a restoration comparison. It says here, this release was mastered in 2K from the original 16mm camera negatives and interpositive prints for the best possible quality. The short feature compares the results against previous versions and looks at some of the problems encountered during the remastering. Sadly, only a 2-minute featurette. I would have liked something a little more in-depth for that, because, you know, I've always found the remastering and restoration process that all the classic Doctor Who's have gone through endlessly fascinating. There's a great website for the restoration team that has done all the DVDs and done all the restoration work on them, and they have pretty extensive articles about the various techniques that were used to restore and clean up all these great old shows. So yeah, awesome. Thank you very, very much, Raz. Really, really appreciate it. And yeah, you definitely helped to make this 50th anniversary celebration even more specialer. I'm just making up words like crazy today. Alrighty, that is it from me to you for now. So until next time, thanks for watching, and sayonara.